Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Super Liddy back with another video. And today, as you guys can see, we're talking the Order 1886. Yes, sir. So I was at work today and I came across this article that Sony put out, pretty much stating that, I said that Sony put out, IGN put out, stating that Sony pretty much, they turned down a sequel to the Order 1886. Now, if you guys are not familiar with the game, it came out, I want to say, 2015-ish. I think it was an early PS4 game, but over the shoulder third person shooter, kind of like a Gears of War style game, but I guess I feel like the setting in the game really helped the game to stand out. It kind of had this horror element to it. You could fight werewolves and different kind of, I guess, demonic creatures. Really cool setting. Graphically it looked incredible at the time. I want to say this was an early PS4 game. I feel like if you look at this game today, you'll have a hard time believing that it was an early PS4 game, bro. Like, really just graphically very impressive. Now I want to say it wasn't very well, I guess, critically received. I think some people were stating that the, campaign was too short or the game was just I think I remember hearing the game was a little too generic. I love this game, man. Again, like I said, I really enjoyed the setting. Uh the graphics I just thought were incredible at the time. So seeing this article, I'm not gonna lie, man, I was I was a little upset. I didn't know that a sequel was even an idea. So knowing that, the devs had a sequel in mind and that Sony turned it down, that was just, I don't know, it's a little disheartening reading it at work today. I didn't read the whole article. I just kind of, I saw the headline and I skimmed through it a little bit. So I figured, oh man, where'd the screen go? I figured I would kind of save, a deep dive into the article for a video. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's check out this article and see, I guess, some details in terms of what happened with the sequel. If you guys are liking what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It'd be highly appreciated. But yeah, let's check out this article, guys. So here we go. Sony allegedly turned down a sequel to the PlayStation 4 game, the Order 1886, due to its poor critical reception. The co-founder of developer Ready at Dawn has said. Ready at Dawn, yes, they were the devs. I forgot about that. So Andrea Pesino told MinMax that Ready at Dawn pitched an incredible sequel and would have signed its life away to make it purely for the sake of the players. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, man. That's really reassuring to hear coming from a dev that it sounds like they really we're keeping the fans in mind and not just kind of, I guess, paying attention to the business and the politics behind the game. Since it a lot of the critics really didn't, I guess, praise the game too highly. The Order 1886 arrived in 2015 as an action game about werewolves in Victorian London, but despite being among the best looking games of the generation, yes, it was, it received middling reviews from critics. Again, man, I feel like when I was reading the reviews, they were the main complaints I feel like I remember were the campaign was too short and I guess just hints of it being generic. I I can understand the campaign being a little on the shorter side, but I feel like every game doesn't need to be this 10 to 15 hour, type of thing. I feel like it's okay to have these shorter, more condensed experiences as long as it's fun. And I feel like this game was really fun. I mean, I'm not saying that the shooting was the most amazing shooting ever, but again, I feel like it was a very fun, maybe 5 to 6 hour long campaign that you can kind of finish in a day. Um, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It would have been an incredible sequel. I can tell you that for a fact, Pacino said, though admitted he couldn't say much because he doesn't own the franchise rights. Aw, so I'm guessing Sony still owns the rights to the game. We pitched a sequel to Sony regardless of the critical reception, and in a way, it's better that they passed because we thought we were going to be screwed before. Man, with the sequel, we would have signed our life away. Oh man. So I guess maybe they weren't happy with the relationship they had with Sony. It sounds like. Pacino said Ready at Dawn had a difficult relationship with Sony while making their original game. Okay, here we go. And ultimately had to cut myriad. What is that? I'm bad with words. Myriad elements in order to hit deadlines and eventually released the Order 1886 before it was ready. Oh, okay, I did not know that. So apparently they weren't necessarily ready to release the game, according to Ready at Dawn. So it sounds like Sony kind of rushed the development, man. I like reading these types of articles. You kind of get to like peek behind the curtain and really see what went on. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. The graphical fidelity of the game's initial pitches and reveal led Sony to expect the same quality of builds to be submitted at certain milestones in its development, Piscino said, but payments were withheld when Ready at Dawn had to prioritize other things and temporarily couldn't hit the same graphical standards. Wow. While Piscino said this is the industry standard for third-party publishers, it led to a frustrating relationship between Ready at Dawn and Sony. The team was ready to sign up for a worse situation to make the Order 1886 sequel regardless. Wow. So it really sounds like Ready at Dawn wanted to make this sequel, but Sony was just like, nah, son, we're not doing it. And but I do understand. I mean, these big budget games, I mean, they have to make their money back. These first party Sony games, most of the time, from what I understand, have these huge budgets. So I guess if you don't meet a certain sales target, yeah, you're pretty much done for. Which is unfortunate, man. I feel like there was a lot of games that kind of, you know, had a similar, I guess, situation. We were going to do it just because we wanted to deliver it to the players right on Ready at Dawn, yes, sir. But we would have been terrible budget. Budget would be small. We would have been completely at the mercy of any decisions and things because we had no leverage whatsoever. Damn. So it sounds like Sony was really kind of have their, I guess, meddling hands in things, and they didn't really want to leave, I guess, everything up to Ready at Dawn. It sounds like they were a little too much involved with this one, I guess. We were not in a position to negotiate a reasonable contract. They could have done whatever, but we would have taken it because we wanted a chance to redeem the franchise. All the groundwork was really, really good. I can tell you that for a fact. There was so much that just needed to be built on. Man, so it sounds like they just wanted more time to really kind of grind this game out and really, I guess, build it up to really meet their standards. When I say their standards, I'm talking Ready at Dawn standards. Because Sony, I guess, I don't know. It sounds like they just weren't really happy with it. I can't read. The Order 1866 was also left on a blatant cliffhanger. I kind of remember there was a cliffhanger at the end, but I don't really remember what happened at the end. But this article is making me want to replay the game, man. Really fun game. Left on a blatant cliffhanger, so fans were desperate for a sequel to come. 10 years on, and those hopes are dashed, of course. Damn. With Ready at Dawn being shut down by owner Meta in 2024. Wow. I didn't know they were shut down. What? Did Sony own Ready at Dawn? What other games did Ready at Dawn work on? I'm curious now. I feel like I know the name, but what other games do they work on that are, I guess, of notoriety? In our 6 out of 10 review, of course, IGN. IGN said, though a stylish adventure, The Order 1886 emphasizes its cinematic polish at the crippling cost of gameplay freedom. I mean, yes, I would say it was a very cinematic experience, very linear, narrative driven, but I don't know. For me, that's my cup of tea, man. I love me a good third person, narrative, single player experience. Those are the type of games that I'm into. So I don't know. I feel like nowadays, live service, multiplayer, PvP games are kind of at the forefront of the, I guess, gaming landscape, which is disappointing for me. Because again, like I said, I'm really into those single player experiences, man. I kind of miss the days when those were at the forefront. I feel like I'm really talking about maybe like the PS3, 360 generation, even before that, during the PS2 and Xbox days. But I feel like starting with the PS4 gen, we started to see a shift, with live service games coming to the forefront and multiplayer PvP games just being the thing that I guess devs are really focusing on. And I don't know. Like I said, I miss the good old single player days, man. So yeah, this was disappointing to hear. I mean, it was exciting to hear on one hand, I guess, because there was a sequel in mind, but disappointing because it never came to fruition. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Were you guys a fan of the Order 1886? I'm not saying it was a perfect game, but if you like, kind of just third person single player narrative cinematic experiences, I feel like this game would be up your alley if you haven't played it before. So if you haven't played this game before, check it out if it sounds like, it's your type of thing. Maybe let me know in the comments what games, because I feel like there are a lot of games that were great or that fans really enjoyed that didn't get sequels. So maybe you guys could let me know in the comments what game would you really like to see a sequel to, that will probably never happen at this point. I'm pretty sure there's a whole list of those games. So yeah, guys, sound off in the comments. Thank you guys for stopping through. Again, if you guys are liking what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. It would be appreciated. I know this was a shorter video, but I don't know. Again, I really enjoyed the Order 1886, so I figured I'd make this video. But yeah, guys, until next time, y'all have a good one. Peace.